Okay, I am back. I don't know if my notifications are still going up after such a long time. Let me turn on the background music. Also probably change locations here. Oh god. What has it been, like 3 months? So it's pretty clear I took a break. Pretty long break for my own good, fairness. Because let's just say I haven't really been it hasn't really been the best of times. I got my holiday break, though, and oh, there's the stream elements. I wonder if the Twitch bot on the Discord server is going to go off. It'll be the first message it sent out in, well, actually, like 3 months. So, but yeah, I said to myself I was gonna stream more when the holidays came around, because then like I would be all back and whatnot, you know. I wouldn't have much else to worry about and whatnot. And then it came and went. Oh, there's the notification. Oot. Everything's lagging right now, what the fuck? As you can see, I am on my alt, Lizzie. Just figured I would have some parity with, let me pause my wallpaper engine, actually. There we go. That helps. Figured I would have some parity with my return since, you know, just look at the model and then look at the character and then look at my model and then look at the character. There we go. I'm gonna do the New Year's events because Happy New Year's! Well, 3 days late. Didn't expect the first thing I'd say on stream after break to be Happy New Year's, or one of the first things, other than fuck what happened at the time. I got the Fat Cat hoodie, by the way, because it looks adorable. Ripped my tail, though. Anyways. This isn't obvious. I am not finishing Xenoblade 3 on stream. Probably won't. Like, ever. In all honesty. Not because it's bad or anything like that. On the contrary. I love it. It has quickly become my game of the year. Of 2022. Problem I have is streaming the game is a little tough, because I feel like a lot of what my input is on the game is just what you see is what you get, and it looks really cool and it sounds really cool and it's kind of sad too. And that's about all I can input, right? And there's not a lot of cutscenes like this where I get to voice the characters. So I'm not gonna be adding much. Also, I don't know, just feels like something I should probably play on my own time anyways, right? Just like, it's like, what, 150 hours, something like that? We barely scratched the surface. Well, that's all I'm trying to say. Anyways, enough about Xenoblade 3. We'll keep talking. 14. Final Fantasy, the game I'm playing right now. Let's see. Usagi Bugio. Greetings, madam. From your bearing... I'm not gonna try voice acting. I'm too tired. From your bearing, I gather you are an adventurer. If so, there is a matter I would discuss with you. But where are my manners? I am the Usagi Bugio, a member of a delegation hailing from Higashi, a nation in the Far East. Each year, we travel across the seas to share our traditions of heavensturn with the people of Eorzea. In this realm, it is held that the gods raise up one amongst their number each year to serve as a herald of good fortune. In the Far East, however, 'tis not a god, but one of the 12 noble beasts that is chosen. In previous heavensturn celebrations, we gifted participants kabuto fashioned after the presiding beast, but this year, we have an even greater reward, an entire set of armor! Lest you wonder, I am wearing the very prize we offer. Magnificent, is it not? Surely you wish to claim a set for yourself. If you do, I encourage you to speak with the Omikujishi, standing near the Tempest Gate. He is a member of our delegation and would be honored to present you with the armor. You need but heed his request. This is, I played this on my main, so I know exactly what's gonna happen in the story. It's just a simple, small, sweet story. Could be skipped through in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna try dragging it out as much as possible. I say that as if this is the only thing we're gonna do this stream. Anyways, greetings, friend. I take it you have spoken to my associate, the Usagi Bugyo, and are willing to lend your assistance. Before I make any requests of you, may I ask if you are at all familiar with the word omikuji? I would have to be. I did this on my main. And he's gonna explain anyway. Truly, to know omikuji, you must be familiar with the culture of the Far East. Indeed. That being so, I will keep my explanation of it brief. A form of fortune-telling, omikuji may be translated as sacred lots in your tongue. One receives a lot at random, and with it a message from the divine upon a piece of parchment. The message contains principles that describe what will bring one fortune, or misfortune. By taking these principles to heart, one will be visited with happiness. Omikuji are an indispensable part of the heavensturn celebration in the Far East, and I'm honored for the opportunity to share this tradition with people of Eorzea. Alas, perhaps due to the lack of familiarity, but a few souls have stopped to have their fortune told thus far, and this brings me to my request. If you are willing, I ask that you spread word of our auspicious opportunity to the townsfolk. You have my thanks. As a local, I trust you know where to look for potential participants. I look forward to receiving those souls you send my way. Like how most of these events just boil down to the Warrior of Light as a giant marketing campaign. By walking to the neighboring establishments and talking to the most significant people about what event is happening. I'd known the Far Easterners were back for heavensturn, but they're doing fortune telling as well this time, you say? These fortunes, they say anything about relationships, you know, between a man and a woman? Probably. Just curious is all. Don't get any strange ideas. Yeah, I was gonna make my comeback stream actually, the Starlight event that happened a couple weeks ago, actually, which is what I said. I was planning on coming back for the holidays. Again, that just did not work, but fuck, those weeks came and went really fucking quickly, you gotta realize. Like, I slept and I woke up one morning and it was New Year's. That's like, or like New Year's Eve all of a sudden. That was kind of how it was for me. I've seen my fair share of heavensturn celebrations, but I can't say I've heard of this omikuji business before. Does sound interesting, though. When the shift ends, I'll head over with some comrades. Might make some nice diversion. Then I'll take the opportunity to welcome this Far Eastern delegation on behalf of the Maelstrom. Oh yeah, right. I'm doing this as a commentary on this character. Because I do want to actually start leveling Black Mage on this character before a lot of anything else. I haven't been going super hard on it, obviously, but still. Far Easterners fortune telling, you say? I'd wager some of our patrons would be keen. Fortune favors the bold and old, after all, and most here don't want for audacity. Sense be damned. I'll nudge a few customers your way while taking orders. It's the least I can do in return for the extra business we get thanks to heavensturn. And of course, the main characters, because these are the NPCs that just spawned here for the event. A traditional test of luck for the new year. Consider me intrigued. As proud chaperones of the Moonfire Fair, we have a responsibility to learn what we can from other festivals. Oop, mic is gone. The idea of entrusting one's fortunes to chance is a bit too superstitious for my liking, but I'm certainly curious. We'll be sure to let our colleagues in the Adventurers Guild know about it. I will say, even though I didn't stream at all for the past fucking 3 months, I mean, that doesn't mean I didn't get into... I didn't do nothing. I think I might have talked about it on stream. In one of my last streams, but part of why I stopped was because Cyberpunk. I watched the anime, and I love the anime so much. It's actually crazy. I love it. When you finish spreading word to the old Koji, my heartfelt thanks. I dare say we expect some participants to appear soon. Please stay and observe the proceedings. Anyways, that influenced me to play the game. A game that I cannot stream. For a various number of reasons. And then after that I got back into my Genshin phase. Off stream I finished off Sumeru, rolled on basically every banner that came out between, well, about when I left and now. So that was like Kokomi, Nilu, Nahida, Yaimiko, Scaramouche, and Shogun. Rolled on all of them, because I am a gremlin. I'm taking a break from that, too, lest ye be concerned. Who am I kidding? No one's concerned. Whatever. Welcome, one and all! It is my pleasure to introduce to you a time-honored fortune-telling tradition of the Far East, the Omikuji. The process is simple. Begin by shaking yonder box until it dispenses a stick. There will be a number on the stick, which indicates which of these drawers you are to open. Take a piece of paper from that drawer. Upon it is your fortune is written. Once you have read your fortune, you may tie the parchment to the rack yonder. By doing so, good fortune will become better still, while misfortune will be cleansed. Alternatively, you may also keep the parchment with you to guide you throughout the year. So, who wishes to learn their fortune first? Yes, mine says great fortune. The luckiest you can get. There isn't a single negative thing on it. I can throw myself wholeheartedly into adventuring this year. Give me a moment. It may be a new year, but it's the same old shit. Hold on. Excuse me, why is it disconnected? Oh, you've got to be kidding me, seriously? My tracking has been having connection issues. Give it a moment. Either way, yeah. New Year, same shit. That's what it is. That's genuinely what it is. Let's flip around here. 1,000 apologies for this being extremely scuffed. Here we go. Alright, I am back. Hello. Whoopee. Anyways. Damn it all! Mine says, grave misfortune. I'm doomed. Doomed, I tell you. I must have gotten that one too. Ironically enough, I got good fortune on my main when I did this event yesterday. So that's very ironic considering the position I am currently in. Alright. This one you're waiting for is on the way. The love of your life will appear. This is all too sudden. It is a fine feeling to have others experience and enjoy your culture. Now, what of you, my friend? Would you care to learn your own fortune? As thanks for your help, the first lot will be free of charge. Yes, please. I feel like I really need some confirmation that I'm actually cursed right now. Alright, let's see what we have. What Lizzie got. Misfortune. Go figure. Huh. Yeah, go figure. Who the funk. Thou shalt experience misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and luck may change. Adventure, the future hold of disaster. Be as a light in the darkness to those around thee. Relationships. An old friend may become a new flame. Handle the fires of passion with care. Prosperity. Act not with emotion, lest thou misjudge an item's worth. Conflicts, even in victory, thy heart's desire shall elude thee. Perseverance is the key. Favor, the triumph over foes as ferocious as the lover's loyal hound, thou must devise a stratagem. I gotta take that screenshot. Who the fuck that would actually be misfortune today? It was like RNG and whatnot, and like a robot decided that, but I'd like to think there's some otherworldly force that told the robot, hey, he's been having it rough. Oh, come on, is it happening again? No, okay. Oh my god. Anyways, allow me to thank you once more. Without your help, these folks may never have discovered Omikuji. Whatever the divine may have in store for you, I pray the coming year will bring you happiness. Alright, and then the real quest. Yeah, it's the last quest. It's literally just 2 quests. It only gives you the armor though. I don't know why it doesn't give you the helmet this year. Unless I'm missing something. Forgive me, my friend, but might I ask for another moment of your time? In no small part due to your assistance, many are enjoying their first experience with Omikuji. For some, however, it appears to be a source of stress. These two adventurers, for example, drew opposite results. Great fortune, it says. Can you believe it? That means I have naught to fear. Aye, this is my chance to make it as big as an adventure. 7 hells, what a dreadful heavensturn this turned out to be. Grave misfortune. What did I do to deserve such rotten luck? Do not be disheartened, my friend. Though Mikuji may foretell fortune and misfortune, they also provide us with guidance in our daily lives. A great blessing can become a curse should one view it as a license to act rashly. Similarly, a great curse can become a blessing should one heed its warning. What you make of it, of your lot, depends on you. So you say, but just look at Hidalema, at how happy she is. Why can't I be like that? My words fail to reach him, alas, but perhaps yours can. Could you try to rally his spirits? Oh, woe's me. What am I to do when misfortune awaits me at every turn? No. Rally. Right. Thank you for trying to cheer me up. I appreciate it, truly. But you do not understand the burden I bear. The burden of grave misfortune that weighs heavily upon my soul. This is rather more serious than I thought. Please, can you think of any other ways to lift him out of his malaise? You're right. I mustn't give up the fight, and yet... Do you feel better, my friend? I see. If I may, what did the Omikuji say in its entirety? As I mentioned, they do not only foretell one's fate, but also provide guidance in one's daily life. I must confess, I didn't see anything beyond the words grave misfortune, so shocked as I was, I ought to have a proper read, I suppose. Let's see here. Adventure. Thou must think of others before thyself. Well, that isn't so bad. Next. Prosperity. Prepare to lose thy treasured armor. Well, that's a bit on the nose, don't you think? I knew I shouldn't have read this blasted thing. This set of armor is my pride and joy. I worked myself to the bone earning the guild to pay for it, and now I'm going to lose it all. Come now, let us read the Omikuji to the end. Look, as the navigator maintaineth her net, so too must thou tend to find friendships. Let not camaraderies weave fall into disrepair. Sage advice, would you not agree? What matters is how you act. Yes, you are right. My thanks to the two of you for helping me to see the sense. Help! I need help! Mochi Daikon, calm down and tell us what ails you. I was preparing for the mochi pounding when a young adventurer, cheerful and fearless, emerged from the city. At first I didn't pay her much mind, but then to my horror, she ran afoul of a group of enormous fiends. The monstrosities overwhelmed her in mere moments, and I rushed here as quickly as I could for help. A cheerful and fearless young adventurer? Call me preserved. Could it be Hidalema? What? But how could this be? She was supposed to have great fortune. Ugh, this isn't the time for such questions. I must go to her aid. But F1, wait. This is a troubling situation. You strike me as an adventurer of considerable prowess. Will you not go after beautiful and lend your aid if necessary? Our thanks. Please follow me. That way. What else? What else has been keeping me busy? Oh, I played and finished Crisis Core. Um, Reunion. I was initially going to stream that, and I was like, I was still in my slump, so I just played that and I finished it within like. I still took a while, but I hypothesized that had I streamed it, it would have taken much longer. So, followed me here, did you? We both took a bit of a beating, but I'm pleased to say we're still breathing. I finished the guild's request without issue, but then I got greedy. If if Beautiful hadn't arrived when he did, I'm choosing to read it as that because fucking L's and names, man. You can't really know what you're right. You can't really know what you're right about when it comes to L's and names. See, who knows what might have happened if he hadn't arrived. I merely did what any friend would, Hidonia. I'm just glad that I made it on time. I shouldn't have put you through that. And look what's become of your armor. I'm sorry, Beautiful one. It's broken because of me. Oh, don't mention it. It's a small price for protecting a dear friend, and one I'd willingly pay again and again. But if this didn't play out exactly as the Omikuji had foretold. Well, let's return to the city. For one, I need to pay the armorers a visit, but we'll look for you afterwards. I wonder if I could lure people in to a voice call. Could I just stand in VC? I might have to just DM someone on board. What a relief that neither of them came to a lasting harm. Let us head back ourselves. The Omikuji will doubtless be eager to hear the tidings. Let's see. Ooh. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh. That's another thing that happened during my break. I might stream that actually later. Because I just want an excuse to actually play it. Master Duel, that is. Got back into it, so. Welcome back, my friend. I understand everyone is safe, but what happened out there? My friends, I cannot well express how relieved I am of your preservation. It is because I failed to explain the Omikuji in sufficient detail that you met with danger. I can't apologize enough. Please, do not blame yourself. I'm the one who overestimated my own abilities. Having great fortune doesn't mean that one can act without due care. I realize this now. And I would have realized it sooner had I properly read the Omikuji beforehand. Adventure, the way shall open to those who know their limits, it says. But there's more. Relationships. Thou shalt be blessed with stalwart comrades, and I truly am. Ah, that reminds me. What became of your armor? You wished to have it repaired, I believe. Unfortunately, it was too far gone. The armorer told me it would make more sense to have a new one crafted. Not that I have had that sort of coin anyway, either. In that case, I believe we can be of service. We offer a set of Yoroi armor in your tongue as a reward for those who have helped to make this heavensturn celebration better. You have more than earned it. Truly? This sounds too good to be true. Ah, but it is true, my friend, and no more than you deserve. Come now, don't be shy. Take your prize and try it on. It's magnificent! Just magnificent! And to think my Omikuji said grave misfortune. Take this as a lesson that no matter what your fortune, you still hold the power to shape your fate. And I believe that the Yoroi slates you well, if I might add. As you will recall, your fortune cautioned you to put the needs of others before yourself. And so you did. By risking your life to save your comrade, that selfless act may have reversed your grave misfortune. I see. Actually, I don't. I don't really understand the workings of Omikuji, but I do know that I will always have Build-A-Foin's back. I'm pronouncing it differently every time I'm reading it. Just as he's always had mine. But now that he's had a new set of armor, perhaps we can take that to the road together. I can't thank you enough for helping with the many unexpected troubles that occurred this day. I would be honored if you accept a set of Yoroi of your own. Furthermore, should you wish to draw Omikuji, you need only say the word. Indeed, I hope to see you many more times before the festivities end. Interestingly enough, we didn't get the helmet as a quest completion. I wonder if you can get the helmet through other means. Actually, no, you probably... Right. We had a year at a rabbit during the course of 14's lifespan. So we already have a rabbit helmet. Because every year for Heavensturn, we get a different set. We get a different helmet. Based on the that year's zodiac. But because I'm pretty sure, at least I'm pretty sure there was a year at a rabbit that occurred during 14's lifespan already, which means we already have a rabbit helmet. I'm not too sure though. Don't quote me on that. I haven't really kept up with what zodiac it's been in a bit, but well, that would explain why we only have the armor here. Actually, let me actually look that up. I'm streaming via computer, after all. It should probably... If I have a question about something... Let's see here. Let's see... We had Rabbit in 2011. Okay, so it wasn't within 14's lifespan. This is the first year the Rabbit we had in 14, actually. At least post-Realm Reborn. Okay, so why in the hell? Is it not a helmet? It might be available on the... It might just be available on the online store. Let's see, we've got the Tiger, which was from last year, as a new item. But doesn't seem like... Okay, I'm gonna keep on looking this up. I wonder where you get that helmet then. Because clearly it's like in the game because our bro is wearing it, but... Heavensturn. Here we go. No it isn't, actually. You only get the armor and the banner. I have no idea where you get the banner from, at the very least. Is the helmet really available in the online store? Because that would be, like, the only justification, because, like, it clearly exists in the game. Let's see here. That would be, what, armor? Yes. Let's see, we had tiger. We've had the bull. We've had the rat. We've got the pig, dog, bird, monkey, sheep, horse, snake, dragon. Oh, we do have a bunny helmet on the on Mog Station. What a funk! Don this helmet and become one with the rabbit. A celebratory heavensturn helmet crafted in the shape of a rabbit. When was this out? Because 14, or there wasn't a year of a rabbit in 14's lifespan, so I'm wondering when did this come out. Let me check the database actually. Wait. That might help narrow things down here. Usagi Kabuto. Well, you can get it from the Calamity Salvager, that's for sure. The wiki will tell us when it came out. Ah, there was a heavensturn in 2011, and then another heavensturn in 2014. Oh, right, because 1.0. Keep on forgetting 1.0 is a thing. So yeah, it might have existed in 1.0. Anyways, stick it in the armoire, because I am not wearing this armor. Alright, let's do dailies, I guess. Since I got really not much else to do. Although no one's online, so do I really want to sit for Q? Excuse me. Not sure. How bad could it be? Besides, I need to level up my... I need to unlock Black Mage, fuck. If I really wanna. I'll probably do the rest of my dailies on Samurai on this character, so... since I want to level that as well. Riveting, is it not? Honestly, I haven't really done dailies in a long time, just because I haven't really logged in, actually, on this game a lot. You'd be surprised to hear it. I actually barely logged in for my break. Maybe like once or twice. I didn't even do the Halloween event. That's how, like, that's how much I needed that break. Because I couldn't even do the Halloween events, or at least it wasn't on my mind. In fairness, like look at the FC list. Look at the FC list. Look at how many people are online. Look at how many people have logged in recently. Actually, a good number of people, funnily enough. But yeah, nobody's been online in this FC for a while, so... Also, Jesus, 29 roll waiting list, like, okay. Never mind on leveling. Might wanna switch gears to something else, like I said before. Yeah, like I said, the event is really short. Like, you could cutscene skip it in 5 minutes. Like, actually. It's only 2 quests and, like, all cutscene. You don't do anything, so... Same thing with the Starlight event as well. I don't remember what happened for the All Saints Lake event, because I didn't do that event, but... Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Because I didn't do that event. So I'm not quite sure what happened, what you had to do, but I'm sure it wasn't quite different. 14 events lately has just really been cutscenes, right? Lately. There haven't been anything more than just cutscenes in a while. Which is slightly disappointing, but not entirely unexpected, in all honesty. But yeah. I don't understand why, like, there isn't, like, okay, sure, like, this event has, like, the fortune telling, right? But, like, even Starlight didn't have anything, right? Like, it didn't have anything. Like, it didn't have, like, the choir or anything. Actually, no, it did. One of those more cutscenes. Like, you ran around with the reindeer, right? And met, like, other NPCs. So, basically, more cutscenes was your reward. For that one. Damn. I wonder why not a lot of people have been logging in. There just hasn't been any good gameplay events in a long time. I think that, like, the last, like, really fun one was the last year's Halloween. Well, technically everything was last year, but, like, this time last year when they delayed it, and we got to cosplay as all the NPCs. And also did the dungeon as well. Come on, seriously? Why is my face just stopped tracking? I think it has something to do with my lighting as well, because I'm facing away from a light right now. It's probably investing in the light. Description. What is... Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's in and out. Okay. I think it might be comfortable now. Nope. Yes, wait. Nope. Nope, not at all. Ugh. Lots of technical difficulties with this. It's purely just a lighting thing, I'm sure, because, like, I don't have the best of lighting personally on myself right now. My face is being illuminated by the computer screen in front of me. Really. It's probably casting a grave shadow because my room light is actually behind me right now. So. Anyways, what to do? What to do indeed. Alliance and normal raids are DPS and raid. I suppose I can switch over to Samurai and do Alliance raids. I will say, like, I've had no shortage of holy shit, I wish I was streaming that moments in my break. um, because I don't really play anything up for the stream. All of the stream is mainly just like my genuine actual playing, right? With the exception of just like I just talk, right? And like think of things to ramble about. Of course, but like other than that, like, you know, whatever happens on screen is that like isn't me talking or rambling about a random topic. It's just how I normally play games, like my screams and whatnot, and panics, and me like going over strategies to myself out loud and whatnot. It's definitely a thing. When I like again, like I don't play anything up for the camera. Like when I take like a shit ton of damage in a raid or something like that, I don't play that up. I actually like screams of terror genuinely happen. So and boy did I get a lot of them. Cause the only real dailies I've been running lately have been MSQ and Alliance raid, because I wanted to get the what you might call it, the Moogle tones on my main, because of the one emotes, the fist bump emote, because my main doesn't have that. So those have been the only dailies I've been doing, and yeah. Trust me, I've been some hot water going through like Ridorana Lighthouse, for example, in the map shit. But this is clearly not it, because I don't have a level 80 samurai or 70 samurai. It's level 50. So we're just doing normal ass Alliance raids with Circus Tower and Ancients and whatnot. You hear that? There's an airplane, I think, going outside right now. I think. Which is crazy to me, because it is pitch black outside. What kind of maniac would be flying a plane like that? Well, I guess the kind of maniacs that like are testing if you can, I guess, because I live in that area. Probably shouldn't have doxed myself like that, but whatever. It's a big area. I will say, this is probably one of the more boring ones for me to yell and scream at, because like, nothing really surprises me with fucking labyrinth ancients. At least if it were Word of Darkness, you'd probably get some more interesting voices out of it, more interesting reactions, things catching me off guard, me taking a shit ton of damage because I didn't see something coming. But yeah. Again, all my issue lately with 14 is just nobody's been logging in. I mean, like, you don't really have to play 14 with friends, really, right? But, like, I mean, if you're done with MSQ, you definitely do. There is not much else to do other than raid, right? So, or, like, help out friends with their shit. Or level up other classes. That was definitely a lot more fun with friends. I understand everybody else is just busy. Lord knows I've been busy, so not really blaming anyone. Just freaking lonely. In terms of what I want to do, I want to stream this year. Surprisingly nice. Probably gonna do some progress on my characters, definitely. Leveling characters and whatnot. I don't know, that's kind of it. It's kind of all I've been thinking about, really. It's like, or all I can think of, I should say. So. I mean, obviously I'll be playing Final Fantasy 16 when that comes out. I don't know if I'll stream that, though, to be honest. If it's not, like, Xenoblade 3 and 150 hours long, then maybe. Just maybe, right? I don't know. I should probably, like, actually get to, like, streaming other games beforehand, just to see if I'm, like, actually fucking able to, like, kidding me? Not everybody is here yet, buddies! So... Okay. I can... yes. I think. There we go. I'm gonna focus on this. I catch myself doing this mode all the time. That's almost 50 samurai, even though they're absolutely useless to do. Like, there's literally no point in me doing positional 50 samurai. At least it's early on. There's barely a point to doing it even, like, when you're leveled, right? Because it only gives you, like, no 10 key, which you're never in shortage of, so... I mean, more is better, but... You're using Shinten on cooldown anyways, and there's no... Like, you're always gonna have Iki Shoten on Satsu. Yurin Sene. Like, always will. Oginami Hiri doesn't use Kenki. And this only costs 25 anyway, so... You're really, like, never desperately in need of Kenki. This just made this brain dead. A lot more brain dead. Yeah, I should definitely get to streaming more like other games to gauge if I'm gonna be able to stream 16 when that comes out. Because so far my track record of streaming single player games has been I like literally go halfway through the game and then stop. Right? That was the case with Neo Tui, that was the case with Stranger of Paradise, that was the case with fucking Xenoblade. So but then when I played Crisis Core on my own time, I like actually did finish it. I will be honest though, like after a while I did kind of force myself to finish that because I was like neck deep in doing all the missions, and then I realized that like they're well, I mean I always knew that they were all like optional, right? But like after a while I was just like I kind of just want to see credits roll. Like I wasn't really having a lot of fun doing those missions, right? And I like I think side quests, like after a while, if all you think about when doing a side quest is, man, I like can't wait for these side quests to end so I can go back to the main game, right? I think around that point should be the point in which you should go back and play the main game. You know, when you tell yourself that, like, man, I wish I can go back to that main game. I wish these would be finished already. So it should be the point where you should go back to the main game. There we go. Separate from boss. The boy here is a little close to everybody else, so you think? I'm sure he's not getting the buff, but I mean, anyways, but yeah. And the missions in Crisis Core, like, in fairness, they're a lot more fun in the. Now you really need to please. Or, you know, just have the other tank adjust for you. That's fine too, I suppose. Anyways, the missions in Reunion are at least a lot more fun than they were in the original, just because playing the game is a lot more fun than it was in the original. But those missions, man, they were like, they were absolutely draining me. And the moment I figured to myself I should probably stop doing these missions wasn't actually the moment where I was just like, I wish I could go back to the main game. It was the point where I was like, I'm going to go back to the main game because I've been doing these side missions for too long and I really want to finish this game. And I one-shot everything in the story mission, including the boss. And then I thought to myself, like, okay, maybe I did like one too many side missions. Would you believe me if I said it was difficult to finish that game? Regardless of the fact that I was overpowered. It was entirely just because, like, man, the ending to Crisis Core. Now, everything else about Crisis Core could be the worst game I've ever played, and I will still love it because of the ending. I don't know if I can flesh out my thoughts within this stream, right? As to how good Crisis Core and its ending is, right? But, like, it just is, you know? And it makes it a lot easier to forgive the shoddy mission structure that bore me to tears. And the absolute grindiness I had to go through in order to actually get that, right? Oh fuck, I also played Sonic. I just saw it on my Steam library, outside of my window, my 14 window. And I was like, oh yeah, right, I played that too. I was like, oh shit, I played that too. I'd rather not get into my opinion of Sonic Frontiers I mean, no one's gonna watch the stream, but in a sort of public place, right? Wow, it's Ancient flaring a lot later than it normally does. That or we're doing a shit ton of damage. All I can say about Sonic Frontiers is it is the most aggressively 7 out of 10 game I've ever played in my life. Take that as you will. It's not a bad thing or a good thing, actually. And it's not mid. If it were truly mid, then I would say it's a 5 out of 10. Or mid tier. No, not really. Like, it's... How do I put this in a way that won't get Sonic fans to maim me? It's fun, right? But in the same way that, like, the, like, dash dancing in Smash is fun. I guess, right? Where it's just like, you're not really accomplishing much, really, right? It's just a thing you idly do. Like, it's not, like, the main focus. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I feel like the shit that they wanted me to have fun with in Sonic Frontiers, I did not have very much fun with. Right? But, like, something as basic as just, like, running around an empty field was pretty fun, not gonna lie. Right? Anyways, I'm gonna refrain from furthering my opinion because I would like a flame shield, in fairness, right? I've seen some pretty shitty things happen to a shit ton of people in the name of Sonic Frontiers, and I don't want to be a part of that. So I want to stay as far away from that as possible. I mean, like, to wit, I'm not really even a Sonic fan. Really, honestly. Because, like, I think before Frontiers came out, like, the last Sonic game that I played was Generations. That was, like, 10 years ago. So can I really call myself a Sonic fan? If, like, the 3 most recent games before the last one I didn't play or really bat an eye at, right? Oh, I guess I also played Mania, actually. Never mind. I will definitely say that. Like, no matter what may happen to me, know that I will take this to the grave, that Sonic Frontiers has an amazing soundtrack. Like, it actually has a really, really fucking good soundtrack. Like, the overworld soundtrack is, like, pretty alright, right? Like, it's good, but, you know, it's also, like, very post-Breath of the Wild open world music, you know? But no, like, I heard that the composer has like a 9-string guitar. And that's like where all the obscene sounds that you hear sometimes comes from. Obscene in a good way, I should probably note. What? Who are you? What do you do here? My lady, please allow me to thank you on behalf of our delegation for aiding those 2 adventurers. Just thanks, okay. Okay, that didn't answer my question. What do you do here? Oh, you give us the banner for money. That's boring! We don't even have Fate this year for this event. Like, that's how much of a downgrade these events in 14 have been. And in fairness, like... in fairness, I think they're just, like, acknowledging that, like, not everybody can, like, sit down and grind a limited time event, and it's pretty scummy to, like, force people to sit down like that, so a quick little event where you can get everything in, like, one sitting, is probably much more preferable, right, than an event where you have to grind throughout the course of days. But, like, even, like, the Fate, like, the Fate events, like, didn't demand too much from you. Though I suppose this is also running concurrently with the Moogle Treasure Trove as well, right? And everybody's gonna grind for that, so... I guess they just didn't want multiple grinds happening at once. That are limited. Which is fair. But, like, I don't know. I don't think any of, like, the Fate grinds from previous events were really that arduous. Like, the Moonfire Fair one was, like, you only have to run the Fate, like, once. Like, once or twice. In order to, get every possible reward, right? Like, most of these events, you only have to run, like, their respective gameplay things, like, once. In order for completion, so... I don't know, I don't get it. But, I guess the Moogle grind is way too arduous for people to be distracted from, even though literally nobody's doing it. I swear to you, like, actually nobody's doing it. I went into Alliance Raid Roulette and got Dunescape twice because of how many people were doing Dunescape. To put that into context, I've been doing Alliance Raid Roulettes for the past week. And yeah, in fairness, I haven't just straight up queued into Dunescape, but, like, I also don't really feel like it, so... Like, yeah, your primary source of getting the tomes is through MSQ Roulette, in fairness, right? You always get some from there, right? Just... I don't know. It could just be the EFC, in fairness, too. I'm feeling like nobody's doing any sort of grind on this game. But yeah, nothing's been happening in this game, really. At least I don't think so. That patch could not come any sooner, is all I'm trying to say at this point. Although, in fairness, like, Fire Emblem Engage is also coming out. Which, actually I might stream, because that one I don't really care as much if I stop halfway through, right? Not because I'm not that big of a fan of Fire Emblem, on the contrary, actually. But more so just, like, it's such a left field game that's just like, I don't know. I just don't think I would mind too much if I didn't finish that. Like Xenoblade 3, like I am very, very disappointed in myself for not having finished that game on stream, right? I am very disappointed in myself for not having finished that. Same thing with Tuli. But like, I feel like Engage is similar to like Stranger to Paradise to me, where it's like that one I don't really mind as much that I didn't finish all the way through. Which I don't know. It doesn't speak to the quality of it. I love it. Like, you know, I love Stranger to Paradise, and I'm sure I'm going to love Engage as well. But, probably also note that I have a horrible habit of not finishing games in the first place, just outside of stream as well, right? Which is why I tested myself with Crisis Core. Because, one is a game I already finished before, so I wanted to see if I could stomach doing it again. And secondly, just want to see if, like, if it was the stream that was the issue, or if it was me that was the issue. Right? With not completing games, right? I mean, if it makes it any better, I also picked up Pokemon Scarlet. And... yeah, I'm not anywhere close to finishing that one. I think I'm at, like, the third or fourth gym in Scarlet. And that was as of before Christmas. So, it's been a hot minute. Although, to be fair, like, you know, that's just Pokemon. That's just me with Pokemon games, you know. It really is just me with Pokemon games. It really is just like, I start a Pokemon game, I go, like, a couple gyms in, and I kind of put it down for a bit. For Pokemon, I think my reasoning is just... Or typically my reasoning is just, like... I don't know. I should probably dedicate myself to a Nuzlocke, because I think part of my issue with Pokemon is that, like, I have decision paralysis when it comes to, like, what Pokemon I want to... I remember when I picked up Legends Arceus, right? And I saw all these cool Pokemon that I could just catch immediately, right? That I wanted to use all of them. And I was like, damn, I only have 6 slots, but there are like 70 Pokemon I want to use, right? And like cycle in and out of. And it really doesn't help that, I should probably queue up for something. I'm going to keep on rambling. Yeah, like it. So I think that actually is like part of my reasoning. It's just like I get a lot of. There are a lot of Pokemon that I want to grind up, and like a lot of them that I want on my team and whatnot. Yeah, no, yeah, that actually is totally the reason, because like I started doing that with Scarlet actually. I have like 12 Pokemon that are like over level 30. because I think because I just been wanting to just use all of them, right? And because of the nature of the game, I want them to be like high enough level so that they can like handle doing like going through like deeper into the world. So yeah, I think I should probably just commit myself to a Nuzlocke one of these days for a Pokemon game if I want to stream that, right? Because then I won't have the luxury of decision paralysis. Because I'll be forced to use whatever Pokemon I'm stuck with. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's like my reason, like Pokemon games in particular at the very least, because like... it's a completely subconscious thing too. Like I don't actively go into every Pokemon game and go like, I'm going to capture all of them and I'm going to use every single Pokemon I catch. Like I typically only really, like I typically only go to a Pokemon game thinking like only like 2 Pokemon are cool, right? And thinking I'm only gonna use my starter. Dressed for the weather, aren't you? I'm on level for this, actually. I know that they've updated the Rex to, like, focus more on, like, what is around your level, right? Like, you know, there's obviously the like, the one option where, like, if you're going with a pre-generator or a pre-party, then, like, you just say, like, oh, just sync us to, or just bring us to the highest level dungeon our lowest level player can do. That's mostly just a Sasha or something like that. That was a very annoying thing to deal with back in the old days. I feel like it's gotten better with that even without a teammate party. Like, if you just queue in, more often than not, you're gonna get something pretty high level. No! Oh, it's got a chip left! You're gonna have to 2-cycle this, buddy. That explains it. One of the sages was dead. Other things that I've been doing during my break actually has also been D&D. In fact, I kind of consider that my break started around the time when I would stream, well, I was only streaming D&D, because, like, D&D is just kind of one of those things that just, like, it soldiers on without me, you know? Like, regardless of whether or not I'm taking a break, it, like, moves on anyways. So, like, it's independent of the stream and whatnot. How did so many people die? D&D is just, like, it just happens with us. Like, whether or not I'm taking it, like, still moving on, so... Anybody who's like, the 1-2 people who are keeping up with the D&D streams are going to be so confused next time I decide to, like, stream one of those. If I decide to stream one of those, which probably I will decide to do that, because a lot's fucking happened. Obviously. Actually... now that I think on it, no, not a lot of things that actually happened. Funnily enough, just because we took a lot of breaks as well. a good number of weeks where we canceled D&D, actually. So, I know the Anotara game is probably not too far off from where we last left off on the stream. And the 14 feet game also only doing its first real actual plot point. The streams that we've been doing on that have just been like random encounters essentially. We haven't actually done any like plot shit until like just last week, so I guess those streams won't have missed much, but I know that the FFP 20 game definitely missed a shit ton because like party finished their first dungeon in that game. And is already like soldiering on their way to the next like major plot. So if anything, like anybody who's keeping up with that one is going to be screwed. Honestly, I don't think too much. On account of the fact that like I don't think anybody was really following that to begin with. Actually, speaking of which, that was supposed to go on today. Was the FFP game. Pickle went and watched the movie, or had a movie to watch today. And I was like, you just focus on social batteries and whatnot. Alright, can we actually one cycle the corona? Please say that we can. People optimize it, never just on it. Yes! It went off! It went off just in time! Oh my god. That was a clutch. Anyways, you know, let's try queuing into leveling again as my thaumaturge. I really need to get this thing to level 50 like stat. And I don't mind waiting in queue at this point, obviously. So, so yeah, D&D probably will come back on Thursday. Probably will. Honestly, like, a lot of the reason why I haven't really been streaming too much is actually just because all my friends haven't been online lately. Like, almost none of them are right now, as a matter of fact. So, like, I'm not saying that, like, my friends are, like, the majority of the content on the stream, right? But, like, I'd be fucking lying if I'd be lying through my ass if I said that, like, I am keeping the ship afloat by myself, you know, right? And that I am the most interesting thing on streams, right? Besides, it gets lonely. It gets lonely, you know? Like, this is less of a stream thing and more so just a... Because, like, regardless of whether or not I've been streaming, like, even during my break, like, I just wanted to, like, hang out with friends, and I did! for a little bit when they were on break, right? When they got off of like finals and whatnot during the holiday, but not as much as I would have liked. Admittedly, not as much as I would have liked. So yeah, it gets a little lonely. I will say, like, a couple of them I can only really hang out with in real life as well. Is another thing. Don't really do calls with them, or even play games with them, really. Actually, playing games with friends has been a thing that I haven't, like, done proper in a long time. Wait a minute, who am I kidding? Fucking... who am I kidding? I am totally wrong with that. I'm totally off base. I fucking was playing Minecraft with one of my friends, like, a couple weeks ago. During the holiday break. We haven't been able to, like, get back on that. I really want to get back on that, I guess, with him. But... I don't know. That particular guy is really, really busy. Like, typically, like, really, really busy on a normal day. On a good day. So... his attention is also pretty divided amongst other friends as well, so... which has kind of always been just kind of a main issue. It's just like, a lot of my friends have other friends that they want to hang out with, so... and whilst I do have multiple friend groups, right? So I can and have done the exact same thing, right? I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just the thing that just kind of is just how my friends work. Really, they've got other friends they hang out with. I've got other friends I sometimes hang out with. It's just that, like, I'm at that weird Venn diagram blue moon period where it turns out that all of my friends are exactly like that right now. Where they all have other shit to do or other friends to hang out with. So... except for the FC. I don't know what's happening with the FC. I haven't spoken with a lot of them outside of D&D. Like, almost at all, actually. Like, if you could believe it, the only way I've been talking with Raj, Sky, Magnus, have been through our weekly D&D games. And to be fair, like, we're all in the same ones for, like, half of them. So, like... actually, all of them, I think. Either way. Like... yeah, because none of them are time. He literally has 9 a week. On average. Not all of them, no. Magnus is in a shit ton more as well. Hey, it's Sastasha. That's also another thing too. It's just like the lower level you are, the longer your queue times are gonna be because like nobody's really doing anything. Actually, for a minute, like, I've also wanted to level, level roommate as well. I've been wanting to do that, but I've reached a point in my leveling of Blue Mage where I need to go into dungeons to get Blue Mage spells, right? Which... it's not an easy thing to do by yourself. You're kinda gonna have to convince some friends to help me out with that. Issue being is that what friends? You know, nobody's really played this game in a hot minute, so... I heard that Final Fantasy XI, was it? Got a new private server that like a shit ton of people are playing on. Because I know that Raj and Sky got into playing that. And that's what they've been doing. But I am a super zoomer, meaning that I was probably... I think I was born the year that Final Fantasy XI was released. That's how super, like, zoomer I am, or I guess super boomer everyone else is. Because, yeah, I think I was born the year that Final Fantasy XI came out. So I'm probably not, like, a part of that crowd going into that new private server or whatnot. I totally could, probably. I don't think I really want another game to play nowadays, even though I don't have a lot of games to play nowadays. Just maybe. Be a good stream game if nothing else, you know. So, but like, as much as I like love Final Fantasy 14 and kind of exclusively do 14 content, not to think of an MMO guy. Not sure. At very least, it's hard for me to focus on multiple at once. I'm already playing this game. Also kind of back into watching anime as well, since my break. Not really. I've only really... in my break, I only finished one. But, I mean, that's way more than the amount of anime I've watched, like, before my break. I can say that much. Because, before my break, or I should probably say what anime I finished. It was Pochi to Rock. That's a really good show. It's really, really cute. And also, like, a visual, a visual acid trip, as well, all of the times, which is really fun. So that's a really good show that I've been watching. I was watching, alongside it, I was watching Witch from Mercury, right? The new Gundam. I went, like, I want to say 4, 5 episodes in. I haven't really picked it up since. No particular reason, just timing. That's all I can say on that. It really has been just the time. Don't say I did nothing. Yeah, that one's really just a timing thing. I mean, like, I also wasn't able to catch up with Andor as well during my break. Which, I mean, of all the shows that I could have possibly watched during my break, that would have been the one I was watching, right? I don't know. It's a really good show, too, out of what I watched. I watched up to episode 6. And I've heard it's fucking amazing. I'm really bad with finishing media. That's just it. Yay. I leveled up again. Because you went fast. And also, you're not the mentor here. Ooh, I got a new Black Mage quest. Let's do that. I'm playing a lot more 14 than I thought I was going to, by the way. Like, we're almost 2 hours in. I thought I was gonna switch to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, an hour ago. Probably still will. Switch to Master Duel. I will say I am not that high rank in Master Duel. And by that high rank, I mean, I think I'm fresh now because of how long it's actually been since I've actually played ranked, so... Simple fact of the matter is just I'm not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm far from it. Like, half the reason why I only play Yu-Gi-Oh is just because of the anime. Right? Which, I mean, like, I should probably give you a good indication as to why I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I was off. I've also been watching the show! Go figure, right? I finished watching the original dub. Skipped GX and went to 5Ds. And I heard that the 5Ds dub butchered 5Ds, so I I watched the 5D sub instead. And it was so fucking amazing that, like, I was like, damn, kind of want to watch the original sub of the other Yu-Gi-Oh series. Forgot about it for like 6 months. No, this is real. Then like randomly I decided to watch season 0 actually. Because I don't know, I just randomly decided I wanted to watch season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh. The season 0 being the Toei Yu-Gi-Oh anime that's based off of the original manga, but not actually the original manga, because they made the anime around the time when the original manga started being more card games than anything else. So you get this weird fusion of like, it's an adaptation of the original manga story before it was changed entirely to just being a card game manga. And then they did a soft reboot of it with a different studio a couple years later, which is the one that we got in America. But yeah, season 0, otherwise known, is what it's otherwise known as, and it is a ride, or it was a ride. Yugi fucking killed people. That was exciting. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh again, but in subs this time. I'm having a lot more fun. I genuinely prefer the sub over the dub. It is hard because I really love the dub voices for all the characters, right? And obviously we'll hold their English names to heart, right? For various reasons, like, you know, Joey and Tristan and whatnot, but I think that obviously the soundtrack I think is far superior than the original Japanese sub. I kind of have this thing where I just hate all 4Kids OSTs except for the Pokemon OSTs, and like really just the Pokemon like vocal songs that they did way back in the day, and those are the only ones that are good to me. The actual like in-episode OSTs are not that good, at least in my opinion. I don't think any of the 4Kids music is that good, at least compared to their original Japanese counterparts, which are just so much better, right? Actually, no, I think Pokemon is the exception because they should have just used the music from the games, so they couldn't actually dance around having to use a different one. Well, either way, like, I think everybody had watched the like the Berserker Soul moment in the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime, like in sub before, right? Like, Dro monster card, Yamate Yugi. Yada yada yada, right? But seriously, like, so many parts of that scene sells it. Down to the fact that the music that plays is actually Kaiba's theme for that arc, and not Yugi's. So, it was really cool. And I mean, like, to be fair to the 4Kids stuff, like, I don't think anything is going to, like, I don't think anything is going to beat that epic-ass baseline that the dub's opening had for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! That baseline is fucking sick, right? I could care less about the symphonics that happen, like, during the climax of that song. That baseline is so fucking, like, so fucking sick. It's the only highlight of that soundtrack for me, but still. Fact of the matter is just, I can hum, like, a good chunk of the original Japanese OST for the original, for Duel Monsters. Right, I can't do the same thing for the 4Kids dub. So that's what's gotten me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! That and also like reading up on the lore of what happened after 5Ds. Because I stopped watching after 5Ds. But holy shit, the shit get crazy after 5Ds! Like shit was already crazy with 5Ds. I mean, you know, you would think it's pretty difficult to top card games on motorcycles. And if, by god, they found a way to do it. I won't say too much because it's gonna make me sound like a fucking schizo, but yeah, no, shit gets crazy. You could argue they jumped the shark, but at the same time you could also argue they jumped the shark with card games on motorcycles, which they didn't. It was fucking... 5Ds is badass. Oh, that's oh, that's still unfortunate. Ha! You cannot silence me no longer! Fully resistant! Haha! I gotta start slide casting for this guy, huh? Yeah. I've actually wanted to get my friends into Yu-Gi-Oh! Issue though! Everyone in the postal code thinks it's too fucking complicated, which I don't blame them. It is. It straight up just is. I can't defend that. But, like, I want to get them into it because I want to teach them the game like, properly. Because I acknowledge that it's really hard to get into, and I think it's probably a lot better to, like, have a guiding hand like that. I mean, how the fuck do you think I got into it, right? So, it's a miracle that I... like, am half as into Yu-Gi-Oh! As I am. Because the game is complicated. But I do really want to, like, get my friends into it because... Hold on, I think I just heard a voice. I'm not in a Discord call. So it must have been from, like... I think I'm just going insane, because I don't see any audio tabs going out on my browser. So I think I'm just going fucking insane. But I could swear that I heard a voice. And it just stopped my heart. Ah, whatever. So this is the second to last of the Optometer's quest before I become a black mage, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, that's for sure. Because I think I might actually think I might call the stream there, actually. What time is it? It is 9:30, fuck. Yeah, I might actually call the stream there, actually. Rip. I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but... I don't think I'm gonna have much time to actually do that, because it's pretty late right now. And, yeah, I think I'm gonna actually call it there, yeah. Well, this was a fun comeback stream. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna go do my Yu-Gi-Oh thing, because I'm dying to actually, like, I have been dying to actually play that more. I haven't played a lot of ranked duels since I got back into it, so I've just been watching other people play and like the occasional casual match. So but I don't know, unless that takes another 2 hours for me to do dailies tomorrow. I'm gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh tomorrow then. So yeah, end the stream here.